Alright, we're here with another Chatterfang deck. Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving, and that's kind of the where I got the deck idea was to just start adding food because it's part of the season, right? Thanksgiving, we all give each other food and stuff, so what better way to start with Gilded Goose? And then from there, I had a lot more food token um, cards to begin with, but as I add it more and more, I'm like, I don't think I should run this card, and I took that card out, added a little bit better cards. But I tried my best. Have a couple weird cards in here. Bacon to pie is decent, right? We all eat pie. I'm sure plenty of people ate pie yesterday, so there you go. It's also significantly more different than the last Chatterfang deck I played, so I thought it was worth trying. I also really enjoy the commander as is. We got Feasting Troll King, which creates 3 food tokens, right? Maybe Kogla could come in here. I crafted shared summons for this deck too. We'll see how that goes. I probably should have had this card a long time ago, but I didn't. What else is wonky? Wicked Wolf. It's food. It's kind of removal. We'll see. What else? No, that's about it. Yeah. But yeah, let's see how we do. Like and subscribe. Let's go. I played one game, and it was against Azusa, and they had Crucible of Worlds and Fabled Passage, so they're getting like 3 lands a turn. And I still won because they didn't do anything with all the mana. I just had a bunch of squirrels, and they just couldn't do anything. They killed Chatterfang twice, though, but just wasn't enough. Alright, this is the new Olivia. That basically says when she dies, you lose all your Vampy boys. Another notable thing about this list is there's not a lot of early mana ramp at all, actually. It's mostly just more cards that are just not about ramping, which is quite uncommon for me. Oh, and Phyrexian Obliterator, because I'll rule the day I don't get them to work. Alright, I like this. I said all that and I mulliganed for a mana dork. That's kind of funny. Okay, now do I Scute Swarm? I think I'm going to, because expecting Gilded Goose to continuously survive is only going to get more and more difficult, so I might as well try to do it. It's funny, the first thing we did too was make a food token. The very first thing we did in the video. Mission accomplished. Food has been given. Food has been eaten. Alright, so they take Obliterator, which is fine. Wasn't going to really cast it. If I ever find the Cauldron... I'm sure they would have taken this if I had the Cauldron, actually. I'm going to lead with Chatterfang. Valgi at 4 mana can, in fact, become a Obliterator, which is really funny. They do not take the trade, so they really don't want me to have this. I actually, if I was really thinking about it, would never in a million years have swung there. So that was kind of a mistake, but they didn't block. Definitely think I would have traded. Surprised they didn't snap it off. It's not like this is a clone of this, right? I need like 1 billion lands for that to be a thing. Oh yeah, and for those who don't know how this works, I should probably elaborate how my actual commander works. Every time you make any token of any kind, you make a squirrel, which means the food and all that jazz make squirrels. We're going to put this on a swamp. And then we're going to play out our whole hand. We can actually make a food token here. And there's no reason not to do it now. I will no longer... I mean, the fact that they didn't block last turn makes me... No, I think our opponent should block. It looks like they're completely uninterested in blocking, but I think they should be blocking. I think they really just want to make a Phyrexian Obliterator, and they'll find out that it's not really the greatest thing to do if we've proven that ourselves anyway. Also, if they do that and Valky does die at some point, I do get mine back. It's not gone forever. It is a black deck, so there's probably spot removal. But that does mean no burn spells can kill it. What does this do? Discard and draw? It chose to deal 3 damage to something. Okay, it's funny that they cast this to kill it when they could have just traded and killed it earlier in the game. Okay. This is not immediately threatening, I don't think. Pretty much have to do this. But I can't make a token of any kind now, unfortunately. But, oh well. Green or black? Probably green. And we can sacrifice squirrels to do something, but we don't really have any. Obliterator is essentially unblockable. What? Okay. So they kill my commander again? In a very strange way, but yeah, that'll do it. I can recast it on another land. Yeah. Does this count as Phyrexian Obliterator doing something? I guess technically it does, right? Like, we can't get it to work, but, you know, God forbid. Okie dokie. Not gonna block anymore. I'm probably gonna block this. Does it have haste? I feel like it does, and it does. Do they have anything in their graveyard? No. Well, they got Massacre Worm in the graveyard. And then this can reanimate anything? Just your graveyard? So I have no answer to the Massacre Worm, and I'm pretty sure it kills me immediately. So I think this is over. This is probably over. I don't know what I could possibly draw. Casualties of War. Let's set our opponent back a land, but I mean that barring they don't have another one. They don't even have to swing with the Massacre Worm either. It's not tapped at attacking, is it? Oh, it is. Okay, so if I somehow get Obliterator into play, it could do something, but I don't think I'm going to. Okie dokie. Alright, yep, that's game. I'm going to safely make the safe assessment and say it wasn't too strong that they stole our Obliterator. It put us pretty low, but once Massacre Worm's in play, whether or not Obliterator was in play for our opponent, we were still dead. I mean, I couldn't block it, you know, but I don't think I would. It did have Trample, and I'm not going to block with my commander. It's almost the exact same as if they just discarded it. 2 lands, 1 thingy. What is this? Maja, 5 mana, 2/3. Other creatures you control. Whenever land, you get a. Okay, so it's basically a Scute mob, except a little bit worse. Okay. And by worse, I mean very, very slow. Are we doing this turn too? No, we're doing this turn too. And we just always lead with this. I don't see a reason to poke our opponent for 1. This is mostly just a food. To stay on theme, as one does. I would prefer not to play this as a mana dork thingy, so I'm going to do this. Because if I don't have a land next turn, then I'm probably going to play it as my land. Chatterfang is a 3/3 too, so that's actually decent. And they're an army 10 years away from playing their commander. Oh, well, okay. Can I blow that up? Not with this hand. Yeah, not with this hand. One land away from just recasting it too, so it's not a big deal. Arena. Alright, we'll play this and make a squirrel? Yes. Just play that, make a squirrel. And then at the beginning of my upkeep, I can sacrifice it? Probably. It's not doing anything as a 1/1. Right? Yeah, it's not really doing anything at all as a 1/1. That's funny, they have tokens themselves. They just don't, like, do what we do. They don't make a bajillion tokens, they just make their tokens, like, bigger. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. So now our squirrels are 2/2s. Really wish I drew a land, but I didn't. This will probably guarantee I draw a land. Can I activate this at any time? Okay. Just make sure I don't pass the turn without doing it first. Be a bit of a problem, eh? Alright, so let's see what their commander... Oh, no, tap land. Never mind. Okay. Ooh, they do swing. Really? Alright. I have to sacrifice a squirrel, right? No, I don't have to sacrifice a squirrel to that. I can actually use something else. But I think I'm going to still keep the squirrel alive. Although it probably makes sense to trade, because they're going to play their commander next turn, and these are going to be 3/3s, and I'm behind again. So yeah, let's do that. Feel the Dead is a good land, but it's not an untapped land. But it is a land. But it's not a tap. But it's a land. It's a land. Whatever. This is another creature, right? Yeah. Okay. So we play this. We can play this. It's not like we didn't have any other thing to do, so we can still do things here. And now we just need one land for Casualties of War. And it will be pretty decent against this Ranger class. Their commander, and I suppose a land. They played it untapped. I have no idea what that means. Paladin spells. Spells your opponent's control on their turn? All spells. Oh, your turn. Okay, we have like no instant speed cards. We don't care about that. Alright, so we make a 2/2 again. At this point, I think I want to just keep it alive. Can block like this. Scry 2. These cards aren't doing much here, so that's fine. Untapped land of any kind. It doesn't give us zombie tokens, unfortunately. I don't know if I have time. Because this costs 5. I will not be making a squirrel if I play this. It feels wrong to put this on the bottom. No. No. Okay, that's good. That keeps making tokens faster than our opponent is obviously making them. But do we sacrifice a squirrel? Ooh. A 2/2 is not doing anything currently. So yes. Okay, so we can run this out. And now we can experience the woes of never drawing lands. There's actually a lot of lands in here. How many lands? I think there's 37. No, there's more than that. What does this do? Okay, so your tokens are now 4/4s, basically. Okay, so I can block here and take 9. We're not just dead. And then we can start kind of turning the corner. So I'm going to scry. Really need to find a land. Okay, that's good. Casualties of War kills their commander, and they cannot cast it next turn. Sacrifice a token? No. They also played a enchantment that we almost always have to deal with. Okay, my math is bad? No, it was just not double black, so I couldn't cast this. Okay, so I'm in on this. We can make a squirrel. Okay, this is probably good. It just depends how many times they can make 4/4 flyers at this point, which would be the main problem. And I assume something like that's coming. Okay, that is not it. Just some lands. Not a token generator. We can also kill their... Oh, right. Lands are the token generators. Okay. I couldn't have stopped that, right? Because I have to sacrifice squirrels. Yeah, I could only make one and then... Alright, so how do I deal with these 5/5s? Scrying aggressively for a land, I believe. So I can Casualties of War, kill one of them, and then the squirrel can kill the other. Oh, come on. Alright, well now I can't really... Well, I basically have to, so... I thought it was at 3 just a second ago. Was there something I just did that gained me life? Nope. Okay. Think we're dead. Think we're dead. We get a zombie token? No, we don't. I don't think the ground matters anyways. So I can Casualties of War, kill one angel, but we're at 4. And we have no additional black to sacrifice things to... Wait, there's no artifact. No, they don't have an artifact. Yeah, I think we're just dead here. Land, creature... Nope, Lamont, no artifact. Enchantment. So, creature would be this. Enchantment would be this. And then the land would be any land. I can kill this, but then they have 2 angels in play. So I think we're 1 life short of living. Alright, yep. Then they can just make 2 more angels, so it didn't matter anyways. Was there... Yeah, there's not a single card that would have gotten us out of that except the Sweeper, which we don't really want to play. That wouldn't make a lot of sense when we have an army of squirrels. Alright. Alright, you know what? I'm going to take out some of the... Thanksgiving theme here. I know, it's a war crime. It was built for that, and now I'm taking it out. Actually, I can leave in some of them, but Ginger Brute is not doing much, and neither is this. It's all right. Like, no, it has to swing, and I don't think there's enough food in the deck to like draw a lot of cards off this, and it has to survive attacking, and I don't see that happening, so we're going to take those out. Can add, maybe, we have no discard spells in here. You can throw in Duress and Thoughtseize. That's probably fine. How many lands are in here? Hold on. 35? Add 2 more lands? Yeah, we can add 2 more lands. I can see that. Because we're so incredibly light on ramp spells. The deck isn't super expensive though. Oh, Renin 7. Okay, so no removal. That's always nice. We have Craterhoof in hand, but we have no token generator. I feel like that's fine though, right? Troll King, yep, Troll King is in here. It feels weird to mulligan this. Oh, Do we need... We don't need more, but, I mean, we have Craterhoof in hand, so maybe we can. It'll just give us something to do later. Do we have anything to do this turn? We kind of do, yeah. Haven. Okay. Wow. If I did not play Haven, they could not play that. That's actually insane. Squirrel's not doing anything right now, so I can just find more mana. So Snow, Swamp, regular Forest. Put the Forest into play, I guess. There, we got all 4 basics. We got a cabin. Only, you need 3 forests for the thing, though. So I can go land. They have, that's funny, they have like the best creature we could cast and play there. Play this and then play in Search for Greatness. I've never played this card either, actually. At least I don't think I have. It lets you scry or put things into play for free. A permanent spell, which this is not, so I can't do that for free. I can go find a 4-drop and then cast it for free later. Okay. Well, when they make clues, it doesn't, or treasures, it doesn't make squirrels. Mill 3, then land, yep, okay. Okay. I feel like blocking would make sense, but they're kind of done with getting more mana in play. So I could go get Hour of Promise, because it does start making zombies, which also makes squirrels, and that's kind of what we want to do. I feel like that makes sense, because their opponent's just going to play their commander next turn, and their commander isn't very strong. It's kind of like Nissa, except it doesn't ramp you. It makes bigger tokens, though, but it doesn't necessarily ramp you. Yeah, we're also running this, right? Make a 7/7 or make some food. I feel like Hour of Promise is the best. It just, yeah, it gets me closer to Craterhoof at the same time, right? That's fine. Do we play this right now? No, we actually don't. Don't think we play that. We're not going to swing. Because we can make a zombie with it later. And when I get another forest, I can actually get a food token, which is yet another squirrel. They plus instead of make a tree folk, and they just milled 4. Okay. They actually lost Scapeshift too. That's funny. Each player mills 3. Okay. We lose a ramp spell, Vraska, and a land. This is good. It draws us cards. It makes tokens. Name of the game there, so we'll do that. Make sure we do get another forest, which is the snow land, right? So we get field and... It's the snow one. Or overgrown tomb as well, but no, just swamp forest. Okay. 2 zombies, and then we get another squirrel. And another zombie, and we hit him here. Yeah, that was worth keeping. They didn't even think to block. Oh, right, Forest Walk. Forest Walk. That's funny. Okay, exile some stuff. Cool. Okay, you got Field of the Dead, but you're not even close to that. Oh, no. No, I guess you kind of are. Oh, no, they played the wrong land, didn't they? No, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. They can play them all. Oh, never mind. I said they weren't close, and they just immediately got Field of the Dead going. But nothing they have has Trample, and this is not Tireless Tracker, so it does not draw cards. Oh, they got Ghost Quarter, though, so there goes my Field of Dead. Unless I find Casualties of War really quick. Nope. Oh, wait, are they just dead? Are they just dead? Yeah, they're just dead. Unless they have fog or something. Whoop. Yeah, they're just dead. Alright. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it was a plus 11 in trample on all my creatures. 44. An 88. 92. 98. 101 damage. Trample. And they can block like a tenth of it. Sweet. I think Forerunners, which is a similar Craterhoof Behemoth, would have killed them there as well. So that's nice. But yeah, we saw the weakness of if your deck is like 50% ramp spells. The same thing with Nissa. If you don't have anything in hand, you know, well, you tried. And you're mono green, so you're kind of restricted on how many big giant things you can run, unfortunately. Alright, so we got the Bastion, and we also have the Journey, so I will keep this. What's nice about the Journey is you can send your commanders to the graveyard instead. This will flip and do some spicy stuff. 1, 2... I think I don't want to land. We have 3 lands in hand. It's pretty likely we're going to draw another one till we run out. And I want to find other things. That's a discard spell, but it is like the worst one. We can get rid of this. We can even get rid of a land, but no, we'll get rid of this. It's funny, if you sacrifice a squirrel, you get a squirrel right back if your commander's in play. Chatterboy. And there's not too many giant things I can sacrifice to make multiples. Alright, that's probably the first time I've ever seen Dark Ritual do something. Whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token or discards a permanent. Okay, so just don't discard permanents? Sure. They might make me sacrifice my commander, but I don't see myself getting out of that. So, kind of have to just play them. Mono black is like the worst thing to play creatures against, but I don't really have a choice. As long as it's not a sacrifice thing. Alright, so don't sacrifice... No, my whole hand is permanents, because of course it is. Does this exile? It says under your control, because I know the old planeswalkers that flip, they say exile, then it comes back into play as a planeswalker. But I'm pretty sure you get these. Yeah, I think we just lose, actually. That was absolutely insane. Like, just give you these. I can't give you Garruk, obviously. This seems way better than Chatterbones, or whatever his name is. Tiny Bones? Right? You make your opponent discard all the same, except you have this. The only problem with this is it costs 5 mana. Tiny Bones costs 2, so you have to like do things after you, or before you play this. But my opponent, of course, had the one of Dark Ritual, which means none of that matters. Okie dokie. Guess we're all in on this. We can sacrifice it to itself. So there's that, but I think it's better to obviously block with it. I can like block this. Well, no, they're not going to swing with that though. And I think we're dead to another Mind Rot because they get these. I think we're literally dead because they get this, and then they just kill me with the board. Wow, that's actually insane. Yeah, that's crazy. Definitely better than I've never seen that card ever. But I'm going to say it's better than Tiny Bones. We're 1 in 3. Yeah, if they didn't have Dark Ritual, they would have to either not do anything, because they can't cast their Mind Rots until they have it in play, or they just cast Mind Rots and they don't steal my stuff, but they don't have their commander, and they just Mind Rot you, which is fine. And I don't think you can get away with not doing that, because... If you're not doing that, you're not doing anything. So, real unfortunate. Also, my entire hand was permanent spells. Yarok. We have Squirrel Sanctuary. Okay. This is sketchy, but I like it enough to keep it. No turn 1 Goose, though. But I guess no, I'm still going to play the Goose. I could have played turn 1 Goose, but I don't see a reason to. It's not really doing anything. I mean, it gives me a chance to top deck an untapped land, but I didn't. Alright, yep. If anything, I can sacrifice the Goose. Which is like trying Chatterfang. My last video, you should go watch it. It was actually... the deck performed really well. Not so much this time, but it is very different than my last version of it. So, did we just go for Chatterfang? I can sacrifice this too. I think hitting lands is better than just... Because what am I doing next turn? No, what we're doing next turn is casting this, sacrificing Gilded Goose. So this works out. We're also running all the sacrifice creature draw cards because I think they're pretty strong. Okay, we did hit a land. We can make a squirrel right now by making a food, but then we can't do much with it. We can sacrifice... Oh, we get 2 squirrels if we cast this. And then I can actually sacrifice the 2 squirrels to draw 3. Can leave up an instant speed spell. Probably a little bit better to leave this up right now. I think that's fine. Because I can make a food token on their end step and get another squirrel that way as well. But I think I'm going to sacrifice a squirrel. A squirrel. Yes, sir. Okay, they got elementals. Their commander is indeed an elemental. This is the best elemental in the deck by a landslide, so it's unfortunate that they had it on turn 3. Especially Yarok, when it happens twice every time you play an elemental. It was just absolutely insane. I might even Assassin's Trophy this. I might have... It might have been right to do that, instead of doing what I did. It gives them a land, but this is just insane to have sit there. Well, we got Crater Hoof, so we can try to ignore everything our opponent's doing and just kill them. Lead with a land. Toski's not doing much. This Vraska seems decent enough. It can just kill the Risen Reef, so that's probably good. Yeah. And then I do nothing. Alright, this doesn't do anything, I don't think. Alright, with... Alright, so that happens twice every time they get a land. They get 2 zombies with Yarok in play. I have no squirrel to sacrifice to Vraska. I could sacrifice this thing. A non-token has to die, and there's not a lot of non-token creatures in my deck, so I can just get rid of this. And I really don't think I'm paying mana to pick this up over and over. I actually might take it out of the deck. I know it's weird, but there's like 17 creatures in my deck, and this is not great. It works every time I play my commander, I guess, but that does mean I need an additional mana to pick it up. It does not trigger on tokens. Need to play lands. This does make an elf and a token. It's kind of the whole reason it's in the deck. Kind of want to kill their commander with this, but it's like Golos. You kill it, and they just play land, they get it back. And I kind of need to Assassin's Trophy Field of the Dead anyways, because they're going to make too many zombies. That we just can't deal with them all. We get a food token with the Gilded Goose and get a squirrel alongside of it. and pretty much scoop to Agent of Treachery. There's no beating that. It happens twice, too. Actually, if they stole 2 of my lands, it would probably be just as bad, right? I could never stick Yarok when I played him, and fortunately I can't do anything about it this time. Alright, that has no enter the battlefield effect. Oh, I guess it does. It's got a landfall trigger. Okay. There goes my board. Can't do anything except make a squirrel. Squirrel doesn't save my Vraska though. The Reclamation Sage my food? That's weird. I think you should save this in hand. It feels very useless to just blow up a food. It doesn't even do anything because the goose died. Seemed really weird to me. But okay. So we can make some 2/1s here. Fortunately, we only have 2 black, so we're kind of far away from this. It feels like it'd be pretty good here, especially with this out of the way. What else do? You get a 3/3, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Wait. All right. Fine. At the very worst, it has Forest Walk. I can kill Nissa because she's going to go to 3. No, she's going to go to 4 because her plus... A land in plus is 3 loyalty, so... I will not be killing Nissa. At least the 3/3s aren't relevant. And if this is the biggest thing they could put into play, we're fine. What on earth is this? Artifacts. Don't untap during the next untap step. Return 3 snow lands you control. 1... Okay, so they have enough snow lands to do this again. But that doesn't actually tap them. So they can't spam it. Like, I can still chump block things. And we're still at 26. And there's no way in a million years I'm going to block anything. I have 3 mana untapped. One of it is blue. I don't think any Yarok list runs counter spells. I'd be kind of surprised. I don't even think they're that strong. Let's see. I mean, is it devastating if something does get countered? Kind of. Suppose I'll run this out. It's a... Well... Fine. There's no removal spell, it seems. Pretty much have to do this here. We get some squirrels and some 2/1s. But nothing can untap, and nothing has vigilance, so... I don't see us ever attacking anyways unless it's lethal. We did not draw a land. But now we have Bankrupt in blood. We can sacrifice some stuff, right? To draw 3. The loyalty on this isn't really doing anything because they can just cast anything out of their hand that they want to. Oh, it comes out of graveyard too. Oh, okay. Well, that's just devastating. Never mind. They got the best card in their deck again. Can't really do anything about that. Because again, we have no graveyard hate. Alright, well they have infinite mana basically, so this isn't a big deal. We've stalled the attack, so we pretty much forced them to... Ooh, can we... Yeah, we can afford to draw. Land, please? Land. Alright. So we get a black source, and then we have another black source, so we have a Phyrexian Obliterator mana next turn. Is that good? I don't know. We'll find out. So I can play this to make even more tokens. Probably should. I get 2 0/1s and 2 squirrels. And at this point, any land kills our opponent with yet another Craterhoof cast. So that's pretty cool. At least it feels like it, unless they have some crazy nonsense going on. Teferi's Time Twist. Okay. They time twist that just to trigger Risen Reef. I think they made a little bit of a mistake, though. Yeah, they should have done this on my main phase, because now it's not coming back till their end step, which is obviously way worse. A little bit of a whoopsie there. Or they could have kept it in hand to protect their stuff, but they declined to. And now they only draw 1 card. Or they will draw 2 on their end step, because that'll happen again. Yeah, 1 land kills them. I don't have a way to draw cards without spending mana, so it has to be top decked for 8 mana on this. But from what we've seen, it doesn't seem like there's any counter spells. You get 2 0/2s, and whenever this creature blocks, it locks it down, and then this has hexproof. Okay, that doesn't really do much at all. I can start counting our opponent's toughness if I feel like Craterhoof Behemoth will not, in fact, one-shot them. There's a chance it won't, but... Alright, well, if we were going to draw a tap land, that's the one to do it with. So that's good. We also play something that's kind of threatening that they might feel like they want to counter. But I'm going to lead with Bankrupt in Blood regardless. Sacrifice the 0/1. Draw 3 cards here. Put some loyalty on this dude. Probably doesn't matter, but you know how it is. That's also good. That's also good. Steal life every time my stuff dies. That might be better than this. I mean, I can't cast it anymore, but... Yeah, because I can actually sacrifice squirrels right now to steal a bunch of life and kill something of our opponents. I don't see any reason to kill their commander, because all it does is let them recast it, draw cards off of Risen Reef. So I can just wait to do something in response. Yeah. As long as they agree that the board state stays as is, I think we'll win if this resolves. And this slowly kills them. Especially in more squirrels I have. Like, I essentially... Every creature I put into play is 1 less life they have. Not guaranteed outside of the squirrels, because those are the ones I can continuously sacrifice. So, there's that. But, they need discard or counter. That... Okay, that's fine. You mind control 2 things, but it doesn't work? Because I just kill it? Right? For as long as you control this. So yeah, I'll just kill it. Doesn't work the way our opponent thinks it does, unfortunately. Unless I'm tripping, but I'm pretty sure this works. 1, 2, 3. There. 1, 2, 3. Put a bunch of loyalty on Lolth. That's funny. Maybe I could have... No, way too many squirrels to sacrifice, and then I wouldn't be able to actually hit them, so that wouldn't do anything. Alright. Yep, I don't think our opponent realizes we could do that. Yeah, I mean, it forces us to. You know, it's not like they didn't do anything. I did lose 3 squirrels. This is not an elemental, so you can't do anything with Risen Reef. That is fine. It's basically another Risen Reef. Sort of. So the last card in their hand is a land? It looks like it's a land. It's something that cost... Oh, okay. Just to replay a land, I guess. But no... Oh, they played an untapped blue source. That's pretty bad. Oh, I guess with... Yeah, that's pretty decent, right? With Nissa, you can, like, actually do stuff with the this giant Kraken over and over. I'm liking my opponent's list, but they haven't done anything backbreaking. And if you have Yarok in play this long, you really should, at this point, have done something devastating enough to close it out. And they really haven't. Never mind. No, wait, no, that's fine. That's fine. You just have 4 more mana than you did last time. That's fine. Yep, doing a whole lot of fancy stuff here. Alright, so you have 8 mana. What are they? They have 10 mana. Okay. Draw 2 creatures. And 2 cards. I have 6 squirrels, so I can't kill the Ancient. I don't think I would. It doesn't do anything. They can tap their lands in response. I can kill Yarok, but I don't want to do that either. It's 6 squirrels. All your non-tokens tap for mana, and this is whenever a permanent taps for mana, so they basically have infinite mana, and killing Yarok would not stop either of these things. Blue? Do I have time to go to the bathroom? -4, -4? -2, -2 would also kill us. Sacrifice my squirrels to kill Yarok. Saves Chatterfang. Yeah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That way Massacre Worm doesn't happen twice. We have no board now, but it's not the end of the world, is it? Are we dead on board? This doesn't have haste. No, we're not necessarily dead on board. We just lose some dudes. But this doesn't look good. Maybe they're distracted by this and they want to kill it, even though it's not, doesn't really have much of an ultimate. I mean, I have Forest Walk, but it's only 8 life. It's only 8 damage. Alright, well, our opponent did wind up doing enough in a single turn sequence to kill us, I suppose. Oh yeah, we lose a bunch of life, too, because of Massacre Worm, so we might just be dead on board. We lose like 20,000 life. I guess we undid some of it with the Bastion. Are we dead? 4, block. Not quite. Not quite dead. They generated green there, that's interesting. They didn't make black. So they have no black now? To cast Yarok again? What is my out at this point? Oh, they found black mana. What am I doing for outs here? Obliterator? No, that ain't doing nothing. It just makes it so this can't suck. Okay, opponent just took 1,000 years to cast this, and yep, that does it. Probably could have cast that way earlier and undid all the time it took to do all that, but they could have just drawn it. I don't know. But we can't sacrifice our commander and then we lose it, so then there's no way to win. But yeah, no, that's it. All right, 1 and 4. Oh, not doing as well as the last Chatterfang, that's for sure. But it's not over. And I still think this is a stronger version. Maybe if I took out some of the weird food cards, it would work a little bit better. But, I mean, it's Thanksgiving. I can't do that. It's a war crime. I like this. Yeah, it's good. Vampire's Kiss is cool. It, like, gives you 2 sort of clue tokens. Just a little bit worse. Yeah, they just steal the Lolth, and then I take a minimum of 8 of everything. But I don't even think they'd have to do that, though. Alright, so we get a Snow Duel. And then next turn, Chatterfang. Can I play... I can play this, too, if I get a land, right? Yep. What are we up against? Oh, that thing. Okay. Not sure if I've ever lost against this, but I'm not sure I am totally familiar with it. Because, I mean, it is a 100-card singleton deck. There's probably 25 cards or so that are different from each list, each deck, but no way to know. Didn't draw a land. I could still ramp here. Because next turn I have no way... well, I kind of do. I can actually make squirrels with Vampire's Kiss. And the blood tokens aren't terrible. Like, I can get rid of things that aren't going to do much here. If I do draw land, I'll probably just kill their commander, though. Humans have Mana Dorkness. And then you have the Tavanny Gownship ability. I mean, Tavanny Gownship. Gavany Township. Okay, Swords of Plowshares, my squirrel. Gotcha. I was going to say, green-white doesn't have a lot of removal. But as one does, they found it. Okay. So we tap like this? So then I can Vampire's Kiss still. Make some thingies. And then loot away some poop. I can Binding now instead of land Chatterfang. I feel like I'm still getting mana screwed. I feel like I am. Like, yeah, I'm not running ramp spells really, but still. Okay. Basically paid for itself because it gave them 2 mana back. And then Sigarda. What the... Humans get +1/+1. Whenever this attacks... Different powers, 5 cards, reveal. Okay, well, they're not doing that. Killing their commander, they can just recast it. So maybe I just kill Sigarda. It is a sizable threat, and it is something that's... It flies over my board at some point when I finally start doing things. I, yet again, did not draw land. Okay, they can blow up my Binding, which I would. Because I didn't hit a land. Alright. Alright, this is getting ridiculous. Alright, get rid of the A's run. End-Raze Forerunner. Killing anything with Maelstrom Pulse does not seem like it's great right now. And then I can play this. This is probably better. I probably will kill their commander. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait, no. What? Why did that work? I was about to say, doesn't it have protection from werewolves? But this is actually a wolf. What does it have protection from? Werewolves. Wow, that must feel really bad for the opponent. Catilda died to a wolf when it has protection from werewolves. That is really weird. They didn't have anything last turn on 4, so I can't imagine they do this time. Okay, no. Kind of want to kill their commander again. We have no way to make tokens again. Just kill Catilda? They see. I mean, they could just recast it again, though. I feel like I'm not doing anything when I'm doing that. Yeah, we'll just do this on black. And then get rid of Plum, which is kind of the same as just casting it, except I don't lose a creature. No land. Oh my god. Okay. Found a food token, though. A lot of what they do is creature-based. Okay, what does this do? You get a 1/1, and you gain some life. Yep. Coven. Target creature controls 3 more different power. Okay, so they want to... Alright, they activate their commander. That's fine. Again, as long as the board is on the ground, I'm pretty sure Chatterfang will eventually do stuff that pleases us greatly. We're just not there yet. I can bake into pie. This is only 1 creature, right? That's fine. Probably just kill their commander. I mean, it does give it summoning sickness too, so... The creatures are pretty sizable now, though. But, Phyrexian Obliterator, right? Means they can't really swing into it. Okay, so all of their creatures are mana dorks again? Essentially, right? Yeah. But that does not have trample. Alright, they tap their whole board, do that. Yep. Okay, well they can't swing with this if I do get Obliterator into play. Just have to, like, do that. Ooh, Scape Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, I don't want to sacrifice Field of the Dead, though. That's the problem. So this isn't doing much. Eventually it will. Right? When we get our 7th land, this will make a ton of zombies and a ton of squirrels. But we have to, like, draw lands, and we can't seem to do that. But, hey, I'm going to keep it. And we're going to kill their commander, I think? Make a squirrel. I can kill 2 things here, right? Yeah, essentially. I can do an instant speed. Maybe that's why we do this. Non-land per... Wait, what? Oh, everything's a land. Because of this. Everything's a land. I have to kill that first. That's super funny. They're all lands, and Maelstrom Pulse can't blow up lands. And then I kill their commander. That's really funny. Thought they had like hexproof I didn't see or something. They are obviously not far from just recasting it and spamming it. Actually, they can redo that like 6 times. Fortunately, they were mana screwed this game. We were light on lands, and they have drawn nothing but lands. They can't really swing because the Wicked Wolf can become indestructible. They can give something plus... Does this have to tap to do that? No. They can actually give something +3/+3 right now, but it'll tap the rest of their board. Okay, this flips. Sure, it's a 5/5 lifelink now. Yep. That was pretty good, actually. But I don't have to block it, I don't think. It's just 5. It doesn't have vigilance, right? No. Ooh, they swing with the token. Alright, we're definitely going to... Any value we can get, we're going to do it. Oh, this gets a counter, too. We can actually kill the 5/5 we block like this. Right? Yeah, this seems really good. Nice. Alright. Whoop. And pass. Yep. So now they have to either answer this or just go over the top. That does neither. I like this Coven strat here. They have 3 different power numbers. So this does get creatures. I might have to Assassin's Trophy that. The size doesn't matter anymore because we have Obliterator in play. And 1 hit with this and it really blows you out. Can make a wolf, which also makes a squirrel. And then I can sacrifice the wolf to draw cards. Or I guess I'll sacrifice the squirrel to draw cards, right? Well, no, because the wolf... The squirrel can work with Chatterfang. Not the wolf. Oh my god, we hit a land. Alright. So now we can scape shift next turn. No reason to attack. I guess I can just play this, right? Yep, that's fine. We can scape shift for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different lands with different names. Get 6 zombies, 6 squirrels. And all their counters don't really keep up with that. And I do not expect a board wipe. Borrowed time. That is fine. Oh. Ugh. Alright. It wasn't my squirrel. It wasn't my commander. I can't be mad. So I guess technically Obliterator did something because he took the blow for Chatterfang. God, I just want someone to sacrifice a permanent. I will never play this card again when it works. Just one permanent. Somebody, one time, sacrifice one permanent. Please. I'll pay you. I'll get a paid actor opponent to swing with like a 5/5. It's funny that they did this, and then they didn't swing. I'm going to put the counters on this, because I'm least likely to kill that with Chatterfang's ability and whatnot. Alright, I did find a land, so I actually get to sacrifice more lands. No reason to float mana here. I don't see a reason to Assassin's Trophy whenever I want. I mean, it would be nice, but... I mean, we do have an answer to this, right? We can actually trick them with the trophy. Something's telling me they might scoop if I do that. Alright, one... all different. Let me do one of each basic first so I don't get confused. Snow, snow, regular, regular, and then 1, 2... I don't think the last one matters. Do I have the temple in here? No, I already played the temple. Command tower? Fine. This is the black one, so it comes in green. Get an army of zombies and an army of squirrels. And they gain 600 life, but we don't care. Oh my god, please, resolve all. Yeah, wait till I swing, and then wait till they swing, and then I do this, but they did not swing, and now they probably cannot swing. We certainly gummed the board up, which I guess is good. I can kill their commander right now, but I don't think a single +1/+1 on their stuff is reasonable, and I might as well leave up mana to kill something that will actually do something problematic. And end step killing this basically takes it offline for forever, as I can continuously kill it from then on. Oh. Okay. Like I said, they found a way to fly over my board, so that's a problem. I said as long as the board was gummed up, they can't really do anything, and they top-decked probably the only card in their entire deck that gives mass evasion. Can I not die? I can kill one of them? 16. That's so frustrating. That is probably the only card in their entire deck that kills me. They could have Craterhoof Behemoth. I don't know. I guess you wouldn't have to see ramp spells because all their creatures are essentially mana dorks as long as they're humans, right? So there's a chance they had Craterhoof in their deck, but yeah, that's a way to die. They might have had it... No, if they had it in hand... if they had it in hand, it'd be fine, but... if they had it in hand, they would have swung last turn. I only had 1 mana. I couldn't Assassin's Trophy. Otherwise, yeah, that would have been what I would have done. 2 lands, nope. 2 lands and a Mind Stone. Did I take out 2 lands and not put in 2 lands? Am I confused? I might have done something weird. I gotta go look. Because this is actually getting kind of insane. Because above average 1 in 3 cards, it's more than 1 in 3 cards are lands in my deck, and I feel like every game I'm struggling to make my land drops. Maybe it's just confirmation bias. I only have a sample size of 6 games so far, 5 on stream and 1 off. But I've added lands since then too. It just seems weird. Okay, well this game we are not mana screwed. It's against Yarok. They're probably going to play Yarok next turn, so we're going to run out this to make as many squirrels as possible in the meantime. If we draw a land, we can Casualties of War. Doesn't matter what color. They Death Sprout that. Wow. No, that makes sense, I guess. They did it on their own upkeep, thinking maybe I don't get a token. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just didn't realize it works that way. Tap land, but it's a land. I can wilt this, but that doesn't seem great. I feel stupid because I played this after I played a land. That was my bad. Whoops. But, yeah, that was a mistake. They did not play a land from hand, so I'm going to try to just not give them mana. Yeah, I should obviously have 2 more tokens here. I played this backwards. I was caught up talking. Yeah, lean towards 40. Does definitely make sense. Alright, like the last time, they have the best creature in their deck. I'm going to kill it, I think. Yes. Land and creature. And their only black source is this, so this is doubly good. Maybe they scoop. Scoop? Yeah! Alright, they scooped. We did it. We did it. Yay! Yeah, let's go look at the land count. I think it's 37. I didn't see the card. I clicked too fast. That's my bad. $37. 38. 39. 40. There's 40 lands in here. Because the tracker, the in-game thing doesn't track the flipped cards. So there's 40 lands in here, which is certainly higher than I have been going higher than I usually do. I might even just take out Goose and add a land. No, that doesn't make sense. It's Thanksgiving. That's a war crime. Alright, what's poop? What is poop so far? I've never been able to cast it, but the food, it's not terrible. I mean, like, I can use this. I can make food to make squirrels, or I can just make a 7/7 for 3 mana. It's not terrible. Man, I wish food did a little bit more to just gain life, though. But I would say it's one of the weakest cards in the deck currently, so I will drop it and add another mana source. I guess it doesn't matter what it is. I guess another black. We are running Cultivate and a bunch of 1 and 2 mana ramp spells as well, so... Alright, 41 lands. Let's see how we go. Let's see how we do. Didn't really change much, mathematically speaking. I have a 1 in 99 chance of drawing that exact snow-covered swamp I put in over the card I theoretically took out. Ooh, Edgar. But he's the black-white one. It's not the Mardu one. I think that's Edgar. Isn't it Edgar? Yeah. It's a black-white Edgar, the new one. When he dies, you make like 1/1s and he comes back or whatever. This hand is not great. This hand is a little bit better. I mean, technically, Explore could also be a land itself, because missing land drops is worse than not doing that. We'll see. Really want to draw like 1 land here. Blood Artist. Okay. Okay, so it's black-white vampires, basically. So far, at least. I think I'm going to play this over Explore, because there's a chance to draw 2 lands in a row. And I think that's fine to just wait a turn to not do this. It's kind of the same. But this allows me to... It's a higher chance to draw 2 lands and play 2 in a row if I didn't draw one immediately. Let's see. Do I just play my commander? Opponent didn't do anything. Let's see, pass. No, they have a spot removal spell. So we just explore. Could have played Bastion to start blocking this. Well, now I wish I did. I can sacrifice an artifact to this, not just a creature. This taps for like mana or something, right? Yeah. They sign in blood themselves, really. Okay. Is it Swords to Plowshares? No, it's not Swords in Hand. I can play Rite of Belzenlock, but I'd obviously prefer my commander in play before I went for stuff like that. I would like my commander to get sacrificed to this the turn I play it. I don't think that's going to happen. I feel like I should just play it now. Kind of takes them off a turn of doing anything. If they go to kill it, I can sacrifice it to itself, I believe. Sacrifice X squirrels. Eliminate. Okay, so we sacrifice it to itself to kill their... the 2-1. I don't really care about Blood Artist. That's probably my last words, but right now I don't care. It could do more damage overall, but it would have to do quite a bit more at this point, as this has dealt basically 6 damage. Alright, that's pretty innocent. Land. No. Indestructible Squirrel. That's fine. Best part about it right now is they can't really block it. I guess Edgar will change that, though. Significantly. Yeah, alright, never mind. They can now block it. With complete ease as well. Yeah, I'm just not drawing lands. This is frustrating. This is why I like ramp spells. As do many. I can play this to start getting a 6/6 in play, but I really want squirrels to go with it. I mean, it should be a go wide strategy. I'm just not drawing lands. Do I tutor for a land? It feels really stupid to do that, but... Oh, I guess I can start with this. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense, actually. There we go. I can turn off their commander, but it's not really doing anything. Like, at all. I can tutor for Casualties of War, Hour of Promise. I can just play Woe Strider. I can turn their commander off. It shrinks these, but they still have a blocker. Actually, you know what? We're going to just swing, see how they block. They'll block with the 2/2 to gain life, obviously. And then I can just kill it with the Kenrith thingy. I draw a card as well, Deeper Tomb, my next land drop. Because their vampires lose +1/+1. Oh, hey. I'm going to cast this now, I think. No, because we already have something to discard, which is fine. Which is probably this End-Raze thing. We have Craterhoof and Deck still. And I have Journey to whatever to, at some point, get this back. Kind of a shot in the dark on that, but it is certainly the weakest card right now. So vampires get +1/+1 again. Sacrifice a creature of the chosen type, and something gets indestructible. Okay, so they can now sacrifice Edgar. No, they can't. It's not a vampire. They cannot sacrifice Edgar. That's funny. Do they swing all out? I don't think they should. Just a 3/3. They can play 4D chess and just swing with this, right? And then if I felt like I wanted to hit them, I'd feel obligated to kill this, which I do not want to do. So we play a land. There's no way to know if they have removal anymore because they're leaving this up at any time, so I can't gauge based off priority how things will pan out. But I'm still probably just going to play my commander. I could just get Casualties of War. Feels pretty good right now, actually. Yeah, feels good. I can play Bastion of Remembrance as well right now. Casualties of War is probably the strongest card in black-green. I could play this, but I have no way to kill Toski, so this would just kind of sit there. And they are white, so they could have Exile, Disenchant, whatnot. I could sacrifice it to Woe Strider eventually. And that doesn't really get me anywhere, because I don't have anything in my graveyard that's worth spamming anyways. Like, Forerunner with no board is not great, right? So we'll just get Casualties. If I can find it this time. Remember last time I couldn't find it. And then I'll play this to immediately get something. It's funny, I was was begging for lands, and now I actually have this token that's been floating there twice. I had a Lotus Petal in play. Has to swing, just gets blocked. Could have waited post-combat to play it, because I do cast a tutor. Maybe my opponent thinks I found a Crows and Grip. I blow this up, this dies, kind of like the last turn sequence. But that is not what we did. I think I will just block here. Oh, okay. That's fine. I'm not upset to see that. Oh, they swing all out. Really? So, board wipe? They didn't do this last turn. That's interesting. Kind of wishing I killed this now, huh? Instead of the 2-1. Something's telling me this won't survive. So I'm just gonna... I could lead with swinging, because maybe they have something that exiles, maybe something flashing in. Because remember, they didn't swing last turn. Maybe they just didn't realize? I don't know. I can't imagine it was worth it to attack me for 1. No matter how low I may be getting. So, creature, enchantment, and then a land. This doesn't really matter. I just blow up a black source? Maybe double white is more common. I cannot take them off of double colors for a creature type because of this. But I can take them off double for non-creatures. And I guess double white's more common. No, we'll take them off black. They have spot removal spells. It's harder to keep them up, maybe. I don't know. We are taking 3, though. It's not like we're not doing that. Okay. So we're basically at 4. Yep. They've not shown us 2... Oh, that flies. That flies. That's a problem. Can't really do anything about that, can I? Can I do stuff in the same turn cycle of this? Not really. Flying creatures are really just messing me up. And then I play Chatterfang? I think I just play the Tender Shoot, actually. Yeah, we'll just play this. I need a blocker, right? And this gives me 2 blockers. The other one doesn't. Because if they have a spot removal spell, I just die. And now I don't just die. What else does this do? Nothing. Okay, it's just a... It's literally just a 2-2. That flies too. Great. They swing with the 3-3. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense because I have to block it. And I don't want to block with this. Now it dies. So now they have 2 lethal threats in the air. I can make maybe enough squirrels to kill both of them. No, that's not true. Let's see, I play this. I make 1 squirrel. Sacrifice that and this to kill that. Take 4 and die. Nothing gains life in my hand, I don't believe. This makes a food token, puts me at 5. Let's see, I play you, I play that. I have 1 mana. Oh, I have 1 mana though, right? Play that food. Can't crack the food. Oh, this is so frustrating. Alright, so... I mean, I did tutor this game, and nothing I tutored was good enough. So, nothing in my hand works. We have 1, 2, 3. We have 4 mana. Can we do anything that makes us not die at 4? This kills one of their things. No, there's no sweepers in my deck. Because I wanted to play to the board heavily. And this is not working. Vraska. No. Now, Languish would kill all my squirrels, though. I'm playing to the board too much with this deck for me to run sweepers. This kills one of them, but that's not enough. Murderous Rider kills me. Escape Shift, make a bunch of zombies, doesn't do anything. Assassin's Trophy doesn't. I can get a bunch of pests and then... Nope, doesn't do anything. Oh my god. Nope. We're basically one life away from stabilizing. Basically, we just had one more life. We could have stabilized. So if I did kill the Blood Artist instead of the 2-1... No, because I would have been continuously being hit with the 2-1 for a little bit longer. So it still would have dealt plenty of damage to put me in the same kind of spot. Yeah, that wouldn't have really done much. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I really just need my commander to get into play and not die. Like, now we're against something that just kills it. Great. Vraska can just kill the squirrel. Alright. No. Slightly better. We kind of have their commander in our hand. I can't imagine that's a bad thing. No turn 1 discard spell would be great. Alright. So we into the north. We can kill their commander. Okay, make a treasure token and venture into Le Donjon. This is a cool card. I think about this card every now and again, but I think there's enough things you can do that are not that in the same mana cost that have a similar effect, but don't just give you like a temporary mana ramp. Certainly something to consider, though. You think the first hand was better? Maybe. Maybe. I can see it. Okay. Sure. That's not doing much. So they just play their commander next turn and kill my thing. I can't kill this with Vraska. But I'm not doing anything else. But this just dies. It really doesn't make sense to play it. I guess I'm just leading with this, actually. Disable this, draw a card. Alright. Get some food, right? No, we're not going to get food because we need triple black. We seem to struggle with that, so that ain't happening. They can't sacrifice Kenrith's whatever because it's mine and not theirs. Feel like I should kill their commander, though. Oh, wait, no, I can't. I literally cannot kill their commander. Okay, so we just did this. Play this on black. And now we can Casualties of War next turn, barring a discard spell. It's funny how, like, important this card is, like, every game. It's kind of sad. It's like Agent of Treachery. You just bank on, like, this one card doing everything for you. I found some fodder. So at -9, it does the thing and I lose. Okay, so I can kill it right now. So I'm going to kill this, land, and this. So they can't recast it, but we're still stuck not really doing this until we have something to make tokens at the same time. Otherwise, it just dies. Oh, they have Dark Ritual. Okay. And they play Belladross. Beginning of each upkeep, you get a 1/1. Pay 10 life, untap all lands you control. Okay. I wonder, yeah, I should definitely be running this. Probably. It does cost a lot of mana, though. Maybe I should be running Dark Ritual, actually. Since that's kind of funny to think about. We can clog the board up with this. It's not like the Vraska kills it. What else are we really doing? Killing this? Maybe we should, actually. Maybe that does make sense. Yeah, we probably should just kill this. It is kind of a problem, isn't it? Then I can just play this as a creature. Incentivize maybe a removal spell. Yeah, we're a little too light on token generation. Yeah, turn 2 Phyrexian Obliterator would be hilarious. Alright, so they have this in play. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen that card in a minute. It cannot swing with this sitting here. They did not play a land last turn, so they have things that are not lands, which means this is not likely to do much. But I'm still going to play it. And I guess I'll play Chatterfang, because now there's a scarier card in play. Outside of Chatterfang, that is. And they need double removal spell? Alright, they drew a land for the turn. So that means they can just Vraska kill Chatterfang, unfortunately. But I'm seeing a scenario... No, never mind. I was about to say, I can see how I might get a trigger off this Obliterator, but they just don't have to block when I go to kill Vraska with the attack. Because I'm pretty sure they want to just play it and kill this. They do not, though. Okay. Does this give trample? Nope, it doesn't give trample. Okay, between these two, pretty much have to just do this one. Because I'm not sacrificing two of these creatures. I can see how they block first. That seems fine, right? Maybe they just take it? And they don't block with the... Nope. Worth a try. Alright, Journey's good. It means, which one's more likely to die? Probably this, but I can always do this whenever I choose to if I put it on Chatterfang, which I obviously like to do way more than the other alternative. In fact, I can do it right now. Probably makes sense to do that. I think. Just draw 3. Get Chatterfang back immediately. I like this. Decline. Alright, and we can also now play this and get a squirrel whenever we choose. So I like this a lot, actually. This worked out really nice. Yeah. Journey on Obliterator. No, I think I really want to flip it immediately to avoid them naturalizing it, although there's not many of that effect. This would just simply blow that up, so it would be nice to flip it immediately, whereas now they can't necessarily just blow it up. I could have held on to it to... Yeah, I could have held on to it to kind of fizzle their activation, but it's still fine if I play it in this sequence. I can recast Chatterfang anyways. Whoops, I didn't want to put it there. I wanted to reanimate it over and over. Doesn't really matter, I guess. They have no counterspells. If I had a way to sacrifice Obliterator instantly, I would. But I just didn't. Okay, so we're going to play this. We both have a Vraska. Their deck is probably more tailored for Vraska, but it's not like the worst spot to be in, right? This isn't like terrible. Let's go back and forth with Vraskas. Cultivate. Okay. Not going to play that. And I don't think I'm going to Vampire's Kiss. Oh, I get 2 squirrels, though. I mean, it's better than 1 squirrel. It's better than 1 squirrel. Right? Yeah, look at that. And then we can actually kill their commander, which is pretty huge. No, because then they can just kill our commander. We go back and forth. But no, that's fine, though. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, Obliterator's doing something. Hasn't triggered yet. And, I mean, this doesn't have trample or anything. If it has trample, Obliterator, it wouldn't really matter, because it would just slam over me anyways. And devastate my butt. Okay, you have stormed your ooze. Okay, that's cool. We pretty much have to block. I don't feel like I have to double block. I'm not really ever going to minus this. Yeah. Also, doing this lets me keep a scroll around to sacrifice to something, which I guess will be this at this point. No, yeah. Yes? 3 3s? Doesn't seem too much of a difference, so I don't see a reason to do that, actually. Hey, we can actually blow up a copy of something. Funny enough, I don't want to kill this. Kind of want to kill their go wide things, especially if it guarantees that I keep Vraska around. And it's funny, I can sacrifice these to draw instead of draw discard. Oh, that was an alright draw, I guess. I get a squirrel. Squirrel. I think I'll stack the other, though. Vraska can always sacrifice lands, so... Oh, great. That's no bueno. Alright, so play a land. Does it matter which one? Not really, this one. Can Maelstrom Pulse. Can just hold on to the Pulse, because it's not like what they're doing is particularly scary. I'd rather blow up something that I otherwise straight up can't kill. So there's that. We can get some lands. Black is fine. And I can leave up the thing, make a squirrel whenever we want. Pass? Yep, we just passed. That's fine. They can kill Vraska now, I think. Okay, so now they double up on their tokens. We actually don't run this card. Maybe we should. It's obviously part of the token strategy. I just don't have it. Actually, that's not true. I might actually own this. I just don't have it right in play right now. It's weird how our opponent's deck is built. It's certainly a token deck, but they don't have a token commander, which is kind of cool. I like it. Yeah, Goose feeds Vraska, but so does the Chitterspitter. I feel like I was about to. That's too close to like the no words. That's a close one there, especially with my blatant speech impediment. All right, do we have a creature in our graveyard? No, so this thing isn't doing much. Okay, what are we doing? We're leading with this. It is probably the most sensible thing to sacrifice the food. Certainly, if I could, I'd do that instead of a squirrel. So there's that. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Ask and you shall receive. All right, well, just do this and pass. I think we have inevitability here. Opponent really needs to draw something very spicy to get out of this. And we could actually start swinging if I chose to kill this, but I'm really on edge about killing it. Oh my god. Alright, so they can make 32 1/1s? Alright, well, sometimes that's depressing. Oh wait, this has to be creatures. Okay, I was about to say they can sacrifice Lord of Extinction and double up the pests and make 32 pests, but they can't actually pick it. Oh, they can. What? How does this work? What am I... What? Reveal the top card. Oh, it doesn't look at like a list and you put the rest to the bottom. I gotcha. Okay, I don't see the reason to attack with this. You should certainly do this on your own end step. It makes no sense to do it right now. Yep. We have 32 1/1s, which is unfortunately more than the squirrels we have. Pseudo Surveil. Oh, can they put it in the graveyard? You may. Okay, yeah, that's kind of cool. I like it. We're not just dead, I don't think. Oh yeah, Maelstrom Pulse. It does work, right? It's not... That does work on tokens. Yeah, they're called Pest. I don't really have any pests myself, so this does make sense. Oh hey, one of the best cards in our deck. Nice. We will not sack... Well, we can now, I guess, because these won't be around. There's no way for them to get rid of the one I target, right? No. Alright. They might even just scoop if I do this, actually. Yep. They just scooped. They were not dead on board, but that was obviously a backbreaking play that I didn't notice. Good thing you said something. Chat saving me. First time, write it down. Let it note. Ah. Chat's active enough. I survived. I survived a glaring misplay. I'm trying to think. So we play this. I wish you could draw to see what your next card is, because you can't do that here. I make some squirrels. I make a bunch of sapperlings and a bunch of squirrels. I draw a card off of this. I can actually sacrifice creatures now. Like, I can sacrifice Obliterator, right? They swing, and they don't realize I can reanimate it, and then I force the ability to happen, but my opponent would have to be very not paying attention-esque. Which, I can't say if they were or were not going to do that. But they should never have sacrificed that on their own turn. As we saw there, Maelstrom Pulse should not have been able to do that because they should have sacrificed it on their own end step. But for some reason, they wanted to, like, sacrifice it in response to me almost blocking with Obliterator, which is... Like, if I had all creatures get -1/-1, if I had Massacre Worm, they just die, whereas they otherwise wouldn't. Because the Pest thing is an instant card. It's an instant. What else needs to be said? But yeah, this was not as good as the other one in terms of performance. But if I play it again, I'm going to take out the Thanksgiving theme, if it even felt like it had one. To me, it did. All right. All it takes is Gilded Goose. Excuse me, and the food token card sleeve, right? Because where's my other one? Where's my other one? My other Chatterfang deck? Yeah. This one has discard spells. It is running the Cauldron Familiar thing, which I now don't necessarily agree with. You need really both of them, but the payoff is Chatterfang makes a squirrel every time you do it, so it's not like you're just stealing life, you're also making squirrels. We're running Blood Artist here, which is probably something my other one should have been running. I like Hostile. Is that? I don't know how to pronounce that. I think it's Hostile. Because you have so many tokens, you don't have to sacrifice a non-token creature to this, which is always nice. More ramp spells. We are running Giant Opportunity. I don't think I ever cast it, though. Way more ramp. Kind of a little bit of a weaker top end, but it's got the Greater Hoof in it. Certainly could conjoin the best of both of these versions and have something even stronger on the outcome there. But still a super fun commander to play. We went 2 and 5, I think. I think we went 2 and 5 or 2 and 4. Not great, but certainly a strong commander, and certainly a stronger way to build this. Less food jank, more token generation. Not a ton of token generation. As we saw, even from our opponent's deck, you really need quite a bit of token generation. In fact, their commander is pretty reasonable. Maybe they did come to the conclusion that black-green tokens doesn't really need this in the command zone like Chatterfang, and they could just use Vraska to continuously draw cards, and that might just be stronger. There's an argument there. I mean, we won the game, but if we didn't have Maelstrom Pulse, and they did that on their end step, could have had quite a different outcome. In fact, if they just waited till I go to kill the Lord of Extinction, quite a different outcome. Maybe we died. So certainly something there. Consistent card draw is always nice when your commander draws cards, as Chatterfang does not. But either way, fun deck. I don't know what I'll play next, but it probably won't be another Chatterfang list. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe, and see you next time. Peace.